Life is just so painful and messy and hard and worth it and all that stuff. I think you end up doing the stuff you were supposed to do at the time you were supposed to do it. It's hard to get out of the barrel. It's slippery around the edges and people are happy to see you fall back in. I've noticed that worrying is like praying for what you don't want to happen. Discipline for me is about respect. It's not even about self-respect. It's about respect for life and all it offers. I think that we all do heroic things, but hero is not a noun, it's a verb. I have a sense of destiny that you are led to the things you are supposed to do. Remember that just because you hit bottom doesn't mean you have to stay there. I don't need an Iron Man suit. I'm already a weapon of mass seduction. Nothing's a break for me. Not even the brakes are brakes. I think that the power is the principle. The principle of moving forward, as though you have the confidence to move forward, eventually gives you confidence when you look back and see what you've done. Don't do anything I would do, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area there, and that's where you operate. I always think part of success is being able to replicate results, taking what is interesting or viable about yourself as a professional person, and seeing if you bring it into different situations with similar results. Look, even bad years are pretty good years, I think. I know very little about acting. I'm just an incredibly gifted faker. Nothing pleases me more than when somebody who was so inspired to be working with me realizes I'm just another schmuck that they're bored of hanging out with on a set. I love that moment. I like it when that persistent illusion is smashed. I'm very good at deconstructing. I'm a very good troubleshooter for why something is unlikely to work. And most everything is unlikely to work. Mediocrity is my biggest fear. I'm not afraid of total failure because I don't think that will happen. I'm not afraid of success because that beats the hell out of failure. It's being in the middle that scares me. I was kind of like chasing my tail and trying to do the right thing and was a little bit stupid. Or irresponsible, which is the same thing, I guess. It's just been really busy and I had a lot of great opportunities. It's interesting when you're old enough to take a new, objective approach looking at your parents, frame them in a way where you are actually taking yourself out of the equation and just look at the things that are true about their life. In movies, people seem to be more emotional than they would ever be if that situation was actually happening to them. Whenever I watch someone doing something, even if it doesn't turn out so great, I at least admire their intentions and stuff. I've always felt that if you're not on your side, why should anyone else be? So I always encourage people to be confident, and sometimes even a little falsely so, just so you can give yourself an opportunity. All I want, and I think all any parent with a semblance of a moral psychology wants, is for my kid to have his own experience, uninhibited. I've always been a fella who put most of my eggs in one basket and then take a dump in the basket, but I really don't know. Does any new parent, even if you're not a first-time parent, ever really know what to do? You experience things and then they're over, and you still can't explain them. I take some pride in representing myself exactly how I would like to have my son remember me to his kids. To me, friendship means loving tolerance. In the marathon obstacle course of a career, it's just good to have all the stats on paper for why you're not only a team player but also why it makes sense to support you in the projects you want to do, because you've made so much damn money for the studio. I've always just shown up and tried to figure out what's for lunch and am I going to get to play some racquetball that night. When you have a good script, you're almost in more trouble than when you have a terrible script. I understand reversal of fortune, that usually has come through my own hand, but you know, you live life on life's terms. I'm coming from a place of total strength and humility now. I guess the issue for me is to keep things dynamic. People rise out of the ashes because, at some point, they are invested with a belief in the possibility of triumph over seemingly impossible odds. There's somewhere you're supposed to go, and if you get quiet enough, you'll make it. I know who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude, disguised as another dude. One thing about how the media likes to show us at our worst is, you figure why be on best behavior all the time when all it takes is one slip up? The higher the stakes, the happier I am, the better I will be. I want to give myself the freedom not to have to be projecting my whole life ahead. I've always felt like an outsider in this industry, because I'm so insane, I guess. The old saying is true, behind every good man there is an incredible woman. The lesson is that you can still make mistakes and be forgiven. Job one is to get out of that cave. A lot of people do get out but don't change. Maybe the goal really should be a life that values honor, duty, good work, friends and family. I'm not afraid of total failure because I don't think that will happen. I'm not afraid of success because that beats the hell out of failure. Worrying is like praying for something that you don't want to happen. People never change because they are under threat or under duress. Never. They change because they see something that makes their life seem valuable enough to start moving toward a life worth living. Do I want to be a hero to my son? No. I would like to be a very real human being. That's hard enough. Look, even bad years are pretty good years, I think. Discipline for me is about respect. It's not even about self-respect. It's about respect for life and all it offers. If I'm not on my team, why should anybody else be? I think it's miraculous that anybody survives themselves. Sometimes you just gotta be drop-kicked out of the nest. I always think part of success is being able to replicate results. Nothing will serve you better than a strong work ethic. Nothing. I don't like people handing me things, just put it down there. Is it better to be feared or respected? I say, is it too much to ask for both? Sometimes you gotta run before you walk. You can take away my house, all my tricks and toys, but one thing you can't take away, I am Iron Man. My armor was never a distraction or a hobby, it was a cocoon, and now I'm a changed man. I had my eyes opened. I came to realize that I had more to offer this world than just making things that blow up. A famous man once said, "We create our own demons." Who said that? What does that even mean? Doesn't matter. I said it because he said it.
In fact, the little details are by far the most important. Go to bed, or I'll sell all your toys. I despise who you are on a cellular level. There is absolutely nothing of interest to me out there on Earth at all. It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. What did you ever do? You went through my garbage. Oh, yes. You went to the library. Never theorize before you have data. Everybody wants a happy ending. Right. But it doesn't always roll that way. You have the grand gift of silence. It makes you quite invaluable as a companion. Being an actor is no different than being a rugby player or construction worker, save for the fact that my tools are the mechanisms which trigger human emotion. I I think I might be nobody. I know who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude, disguised as another dude. Man, I don't drop character till I done the DVD commentary. I don't read the script. The script reads me. No amount of money ever bought a second of time.